Yo, guys, we're back again with the Lonely Stoners podcast.
Episode 2.
Here with Seth and Evan.
I'm on Lonely Stoners podcast, episode 2. Hope you've been watching the clips, the tweets. I'll say my colleague here, Seth, does most of the tweeting. I'm not really on it too much.
Yeah, man, I'm always dropping my, giving him my 2 cents, commenting on all the stuff that's going on. We've got loads of stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. A lot of basketball, UFC 308 predictions you'll get, and maybe some other bits and pieces. You never know what the conversation will lead to.
Facts. We can go in any direction. That's what makes this podcast so unique.
Yeah, we'll talk about anything, news, just any bullshit. You know what I mean? Even if you got any suggestions, stuff you want us to talk about, react to, like, just slap them in the comments and we're on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, slap them in the comments, or you can tweet us at Lonely Stoner Pod on X.
And it's customary. We got our spliffs in hand.
Come on.
We got our joints. As is normal procedure for the Lonely Stoners pod.
That's it, man. That's it.
Without any further ado, I think the first topic of conversation should be Bronny's debut. His legendary debut of LeBron James Jr. for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, everyone knows we're the #1 Bronny fan podcast.
Yeah. So what was man's box score? 0-1. 1 rebound, I saw.
How this guy even... Well, we know how he got to the league.
Yeah,
but
it's nepotism at its finest.
It's a shame, because someone else could have got that spot. But it's the 55th pick, so your expectations are already mad low. But still, this guy, it's not even like this guy was dominating in college.
It's funny, I saw someone saying he's taken a legit player's NBA spot, and he has, really.
I agree.
And the thing is, like, if he goes on to do something, even be averaging 5 points a game, then that's fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Averaging 5 points a game in NBA is not an easy thing to do.
Especially for a 55th pick as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if a 55th pick can even be an NBA player the next year, that's a success.
Yeah.
But he's already got a guaranteed multi-year deal. His years of money's been guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 mil or something.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't need it. That's a billionaire.
And deep it, there are guys in the G League that are probably better than him that are on like 60, 70, 80 grand a year.
It's crazy. They're on like a just above average wage in America.
Yeah.
And all their costs as well that they probably have, their agents and stuff. They're not even making that much. And Bronny is playing NBA minutes with LeBron James.
It's mad. It's mad.
For the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine he'll spend a lot of time in the G League this season. He should. I hope he does. Because, I'll be honest, him being in the NBA for an entire season will not be good for his development.
You'd think that he'll probably play a couple of games, get a couple minutes with LeBron.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll try and get a little play together to have, and then send him down to the G League. Do you know what I mean? We all know that this is basically LeBron's project. Do you know what I mean? It's for LeBron. Do you know what I mean? And to be real, if any player deserves it, it's probably him.
No, definitely. I mean? Definitely, without a doubt. And the thing is, Bronny's ceiling is like I was saying before. Like, if he goes on to become a 5 point per player game, that's probably his ceiling.
Yeah,
like and a 5 to 8 point player point.
That would be
good.
Do you know what I mean? If he was able to go on and do that for a good 4 to 5 years in the league, that's a very successful NBA career. You've made millions.
Yeah,
you've played for multiple seasons in the NBA. You've been a productive player to a team. Do you know what I mean?
But even then, averaging 8 points a game, you're not a starting point guard.
Nah. You're like later on in the rotation, really.
Yeah,
you're not a garbage time player, but
no, you're just a backup guard.
Yeah, pretty much. If he can even be that, then that's very successful.
If he can give a team, you say that though. Look at Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, obviously you get guys, you know what I mean? You get guys that don't even get decent players that don't even get signed. You get decent players that don't get the game time that they should.
Look at Lonnie Walker. He was averaging 7 points per game last season. Good athlete, crazy athletic.
Sometimes it's just not what teams want, you know.
I guess so.
You have these waves in the NBA where certain guys are wanted. Do you know what I mean? You had that little wave where the Joe Harrises and Duncan Robinsons were very wanted guys, and now people sort of know what they are and don't want them as much. Do you know what I mean?
And yeah, I mean those guys were getting paid. They're getting overpaid because you're getting a guy we said it last episode. You get a guy who can make free. All he can do is make threes. He gets hounded on defense. When your three's not falling, you're unplayable.
Yeah.
And I'm paying you 20 mil a year to be unplayable.
Yeah.
Crazy.
In Bronny's case, he can't even do anything.
No, well, at least in Bronny's case, he's a decent defender.
Yeah, he's an athlete. If really, he's athletic. He's very athletic.
But I've seen, even in pre-season, even in the games where he's given us nothing offensively, he's got some defensive IQ.
Yeah.
Like he's timing his switches well, and he's, for the most part, staying in front of his man. Defensively, he's got a bit of potential there, which is the only thing that's getting him game time at this moment. Obviously, him being LeBron's son.
Yeah, but really, there's 20 guys in the free agency pool you could sign, and that would be better than him.
That'd give you
sign
more,
with a minimum deal, and that would be better than him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just, we all know what it is, and I say fair enough to LeBron. Let him play with his son for a few games, and then send his son to the G League to see if he can actually develop. And if you can't get rid of him, if he can, then obviously see what you can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that really, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But LeBron is doing his thing. He's getting his son in the league.
Straight up.
If I was an NBA player and I knew I could get my son in the league, I'd do it as well.
Yeah, of
You know
course.
what I mean? I'm not going to say no. That's not right, guys.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean, even though we sit here and say that's not right. That's us, man. I'm taking every advantage I fucking can.
True.
Get my son in the NBA.
Yep.
Don't give a fuck.
Yep.
At least the Lakers won, though, isn't it?
That's all that matters at the end of the day. But it goes to show that maybe, actually, I'm not even going to say. I was going to say, like, it kind of shows that when LeBron leaves, AD's got us in good hands still.
How old is AD though now?
He must be like 30, 31, 32
Has to
maybe.
Be around there, right?
Yeah, he's been in the league for like over a decade.
He kind of gets injuries under control, it seems like.
That's what it seems like, innit? And
how many games did he play last season?
I don't even know.
Let me have a look. It seemed like he played a lot more last season.
Yeah. He's not out with braid soreness as much.
It's kind of what Harry Kane did. He kind of just got his injuries under control.
Yeah.
Kind of just stopped getting injured.
Which is rare. It doesn't often happen. You get a guy like Kawhi, he's just injury prone. He's just injury prone now. That's what he is.
Out for the whole season, isn't he, Kawhi?
Yeah, it's mad. But yeah, AD, he last season it felt like he played a lot more games.
Played 76 games. He played 70 plus games for the first time on the Lakers.
It's insane, bro.
For the first time on the Lakers, he played 70 plus.
And that
games.
was under Darvingham. This season with JJ, he'll want to give everything.
Played 36 minutes a game, and wasn't he in the MVP talks last season when the Lakers were actually okay?
Probably at the start of the season, yeah, when we won the in-season tournament with your boy Darvingham. Salute.
He was NBA second team, an all-star, and he was fourth in the Defensive Player of the Year race.
Bro, so
he had a terrific season.
No one should be questioning AD's ability.
Yeah.
Ever. Even in these previous seasons, it was just the injuries.
He's 31 years old.
Right. He can be our number one option. He can't shoot threes, which is an issue, but
it doesn't.
You can put him around.
The type of player he is.
No, exactly.
The way you can work in the mid-range.
Yeah.
He's a beast inside scorer, and he's one of the best defensive big men in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best inside defenders in the
league. So now when LeBron retires, you just need to construct the team around him. Shooters, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect.
Yeah.
Even D'Lo can shoot the three ball decently when he's hot.
So who's the Lakers 5-man right now?
AD.
Is AD playing 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't like doing that.
No, and if he doesn't like doing that, I don't want him to do that. But
was he playing the 5 last season?
Yeah, he would have been, yeah.
Thing is, he is so much better at the 5.
The team's
always better when he plays the 5.
Yes. And really, if you're going to play 4, you kind of need to have better shooting than he has.
You need to have a stretch big at the 5, pretty much, if you have him at the 4.
Which we kind of had with Rui, because Rui could shoot the 3 a bit. But really what we need is a good Christian Wood.
Yeah.
If Christian Wood's locked in, then he's exactly what we need. He's a stretch big that can accompany
there ain't as many stretch bigs out there as you might think. You know what I mean?
Nice. It's a hard role to fill because
even the stretch bigs, the ones that can stretch the floor, they don't even shoot that good.
Nah, they're just big and can shoot at a decent rate.
Even at an average rate.
And a lot of these guys get fucking hounded on defense.
Yeah.
That's why you need an AD alongside them.
Yeah, because AD is one of the best players in the league. It's cool the way it is.
He is.
And I think you're right about when LeBron goes. I don't know. You think it'll be after this season?
Maybe. It could be he's 40, bro.
But even you could say by the time LeBron retires with the Lakers, AD's probably might be like 35, might be like 34. Like, you know what I mean? And at that point,
I don't think LeBron will stick around for that much longer.
So even say he ends at the end of this season,
Yeah.
LeBron retires, AD will be 32.
Yeah.
Probably only has the Lakers for a couple more years after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And kind of like what you do after him. I guess that's more distant future, but
yeah, I mean, hopefully by then
AD should have the Lakers for a couple seasons.
Yeah.
After LeBron.
Yeah, retires. And that's fine. That's all I need, bro. I'm not expecting someone to be Kobe and be there for 20 years. Obviously, I would love that. In my lifetime, I would love that, but I can't expect that.
I can't expect that from every player.
No. Hopefully by then we would have drafted, quite well, traded some pieces, got a few, superstars under our belt, or at least a superstar we can build around. But JJ Redick could be there for a time as well. I'm hoping he is.
Yeah. He's looking. I like the way the Lakers were playing as well. I watched the highlights; they were cooking.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah, Rui Hachimura looked very good.
Good player, bro. And it actually gives us something offensively.
Left the Wizards and that.
That Vanderbilt doesn't really give us.
Yeah, I didn't really see his defensive game like that on the Wizards.
Who, Ruiz?
Yeah. It was more offensive that he was.
Yeah,
I think he was playing like small forward for us.
Yeah, he's a 3/4. Really, yeah, he's a 3. But when we've got AD at the 5, we need a 4-man.
And he's shining a bit more defensively in that position though, as well.
You're kind of forced to, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Kind of forced to if you're playing a power forward. Obviously, we've got LeBron at the 3, Reeves at the 2, and then D'Lo's running point.
Yeah, D'Lo looks alright, but it's regular season, you know what I mean?
No, D'Lo's always going to be alright regular season. I have no concerns of D'Lo in the regular season, but I know what D'Lo's going to be like come playoffs when teams actually lock in on defense and they lock up D'Lo and he's not got an answer for them. But you expect that at this point. It's not like D'Lo's been great in the playoffs his entire career and then comes to the Lakers and then he's just terrible in the playoffs.
Just sort of the same player.
He is what he's always been. So I can't get mad at him for being shit in the playoffs when he's always been shit in the playoffs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, the Wizards are just mega buns.
Yeah, but you got your boy Alex Sarr. I remember when I told you, you're like, about the draft, you're like, right, who did the Wizards pick? You had the 2nd overall pick. Yeah. I didn't even know.
He scored 2 points last season.
He
scored 2 points last night.
He's on bust watch. One game
he's on bust watch.
One game he's on bust. Bro, even in the preseason he was terrible.
Jesus Christ!
It's not.
It would be the Wizards to have such a good pick and get someone so terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely just saw he's big guy and he's French. And maybe you shot your ears confused and thought it was Wembanyama, innit?
No, we're hopeless though.
I did, but this year was a bad draft.
Why's your one flashing red?
Oh shit! Maybe the batteries.
Because the battery's low.
Maybe is it flashing red?
Oh, it was just flashing red, yeah.
Let's see if it's been recording.
Yeah, as we were saying.
Yeah. But the Wizards, they're not great at drafting. They were good with Corey Kispert, to be fair.
The Wizards, as I said, they're a hopeless franchise. You know what I mean? How long have they been so shit for? The only good thing we've had happen to us in the last 30, 40 years is Westbrook. His man joining, playing in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Putting up crazy stat lines that you'd never see anyone else put up, and you can enjoy that, innit? You know what I mean?
So what's the Wizards starting 5? What, Paul, Kispert, Kuzma, Alex Sarr,
it looks like
Valanciunas.
The guys that played the most minutes was Paul, Kuzma, Koulibaly, Carrington, and Kispert.
Damn.
I have no clue who Carrington is. Yeah. He put up 3, 2, and 3 in 26 minutes.
No, it's not looking
Colton Carrington.
Jesus.
19-year-old point guard. 16.7 field goal percentage.
Jesus. It's not looking good for the Wizards. But when you get moments like this, when you get a 2nd overall, it's hard. It was a bad draft class, to be fair. It's probably one of the worst draft classes we've had in a couple of years.
Yeah, you are the draft expert after all.
Yeah, no, I really didn't like this draft class at all. You saw last year,
Seth is the real draft expert.
apart from Zach Edey, who I wasn't sure where he was going to go in the draft. So apart from Zach Edey, no one really interests me that much. Obviously, the Lakers took Dalton Connect, and he proved to be so far quite a good pick.
He's looking very good.
Yeah. But next year's draft, there's a few guys. But with me, I'm looking at the Lakers picks, innit? So I'm looking like deep in the second round because I don't think we've got any first round picks next year. So I'm looking deep in the second round. So I'm looking at guys that are like down quite low in the draft, like draft marks.
Looking for the hidden gems.
Yeah, there's a few guys still. There's a few guys. There's a guy called Taman Lipsey, who's at Iowa State, I believe. He's Taman's 6'3". He's an undersized point guard. He was given Iowa State 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, like 4 steals a game.
Okay, well, this is for the upcoming draft class, 2025.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember these names, you listeners, because Seth was telling me all about Zach Edey and certain guys that are in the NBA now that you wouldn't have really heard of too tough as when he was telling me about them. Because when Zach Edey was going to go into last year's draft class, he was going to go way lower and so. Do you know what I mean? Watch out for these names that he's dropping.
Yeah, so there's Taman Lipsey from Iowa State. Then there's Peyton Sanford from University of Iowa.
What position is he?
Small forward.
Okay.
White guy. For like 6'5", 6'6". Just knocking down threes, bro. Just knocks down the free ball. Like, at a crazy rate. He's projected to go sometime in the second round, late in the second. He could come out this draft class as one of the best shooters that are producing this draft class. He won his conference 6th man of the year last season. So this season, hoping takes another leap and is a starter for their team, and put up some numbers for University of Iowa. There's a few other guys, but they might not even get drafted. They might even declare for next year's draft.
Yeah.
So there's a guy called Cohen Carr, who's, I forget which university he's at, but crazy athlete. He's a guard. He's a shooting guard. Probably like 6'4", 6'5", or 6'3" maybe. He's got crazy bunnies. Like when he had his like a conference dunk contest, he like jumped over some kids, threw it between his legs, insane dunk.
Fucking hell.
But he's got no jump shot
At all.
And he wasn't really playing that much last season either. So again, I don't think he'll be declared for this year's draft. 2025, he'll probably be classed for 2026 if he does enter the draft. Then, but he needs major work to be done on his jump shot. Because if he enters the draft this year based off last year, he probably won't even get drafted.
Gee, so this
really can't give you anything other than being a good athlete. Can't really give you much else. Got that to develop, which in a way is sort of what you need from second round picks. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get a second round pick that's the ready to go package straight out of the draft.
Yeah.
You need a guy.
Otherwise, they'll be going much higher.
Exactly. If they fall into the second, there's something in the game that needs to be developed, or something they haven't got, something they can't do. So they got drafted, and then based on the stuff they can do, to give them enough time or enough leeway to then help develop the things they can't do. A guy like Cole Swider that was at the Lakers a few years ago, insane shooter. Basically, a poor man's Duncan Robinson. I said that, I say that.
Yeah.
A poor man Duncan Robinson, because he's got a nice stroke pause, and he can knock down the ball like at a nice rate. And when he gets hot, we saw it in the G League a lot. When he would get hot, he'd give you 15, 18 points a game. He could go, off, or no, not go off, go insane, and drop like a 40-point game. And get like
Cole
a handful of
Swider.
rebounds as well.
He was at the Lakers, isn't it?
He was at the Lakers. We picked him up in undrafted free agency. Then was in our G League team, I think, for 2 seasons. First season, he was injured quite a bit, so didn't play too much in our G League team. Second season, played pretty much full season more or less. had a good season, but offensively, but defensively didn't show any improvement. So we signed him knowing he's a good shooter, but he can't defend. So while you're with us, you need to show that you're developing your defensive skills. He didn't really develop it, and he's continued to getting cooked on defense.
Yeah, you can't just be getting cooked every time. Like,
Every
you know
time,
what I mean?
because he's like a 6'7". He's like 6'7". He's not that athletic, so he's in a no man's land where he's not big enough to guard bigs, but too slow to guard guards.
Yeah, in between land.
He's just getting cooked by everyone. And then he went to the Miami Heat. Again, he had a cold game for them one time. I think they threw him in garbage time. He got hot, got like 24 points in like the fourth quarter. So the Miami Heat had him for a while. And then he spent the summer league and preseason at the Indiana Pacers. Must have been like a 10-day contract or something. And now I think the Detroit Pistons have signed him.
Your old team.
Yeah, facts.
That's hard though. I like that you like these sort of shit players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he is.
Even on my league, you'll be playing with shit guys and just for fun, like.
Yeah. But I don't know what it's like to play with good guys.
You know, I would always like trade for bare picks. I'll finesse the AI trade system. I'll just get loads of picks and good players and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know
I don't do that too much. I might get a few picks, but even the picks I get, they're not even crazy good picks most of the time. Occasionally, I'll get like a nice pick. I'll like win the championship. I would have done some trades and I get like the second overall pick.
Yeah.
Overall pick.
You gotta do them trades though.
Yeah. I definitely don't have that every season. Most seasons it's me getting the 30th first round pick or 30th second round pick. And just make it work. And just pick the best guy available. Well, no. The best fit for my team actually is what I sign. I don't look at the best guy available.
Yeah.
I look at the team needs. So if I've got like a,
sort by shooting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sort by shooting for sure. Definitely got to. That's what's going to get you on the court. It's like real life, bro. That's what gets you on the court.
Yeah.
Can you shoot the rock?
Yeah, if you can shoot, you're useful.
When you get an open shot, can you take it?
Yeah, I hear it. It's a skill that you can learn and have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just like a thing that is impossible. Obviously, some people have it, some people don't. But
yeah,
it's a thing that I thought any player can learn. You know what I mean? Shooting.
I think so, but
just whether you have the dedication to do it.
I think you have certain player builds that aren't conducive to actually being good shooters.
Yeah, and you also have certain guys that it would take away from their other parts of their game if they worked on their shooting.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a compo, for example.
Yeah.
Like if a compo tried to shoot more, work on his game, which he kind of did.
He did for a bit.
Then he kind of went back to it.
Yeah.
His bread and butter. But
yeah.
when he does that, it just makes him a worse player. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, you get a guy who's built like a compo, who's like this big ass guy, like, muscular as well. He's used to like grabbing a ball, pause, but pounding it, and then
going to the rack.
Yeah,
going straight to the rack.
So it's a whole.
Actually, does have a pretty efficient mid-range shot as well. Compo.
But it's almost like a different. Well, it's a different skill. It's a different skill. Being able to finish and being able to shoot are two different things.
Yeah. Like you said, it isn't conducive for them to use that ability. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense for them to. Their ability, their other skills don't link into them being shooters. Do you know what I mean? Like everything Curry does is for him to be able to shoot. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Everything he does is around that. Even the passing.
Yeah.
His passing is about him shooting. Do you know what I mean? But like,
basically everything the Warriors do is to get him open to shoot.
Yeah, pretty much.
What they that's what they are.
It's been their tactics since he popped off, really. Which is not bad ones to have.
Not at all.
Yeah, just give it to the best shooter of all time.
Because even now, like he's not even falling off.
Nah, he's like 36.
He's been in the league for time. He's not slowing down, not falling off.
He's cold.
We've got my boy Pajemski there. Another one of my guys.
Warriors, I feel like they're going to be good, you know.
They should be, bro. Because Pajemski's the type of player that, because he's so versatile, he can play with anyone.
Yeah. They don't have Body Healed as well.
Bro, that's a crazy.
That's basically a sick Klay Thompson replacement.
Yeah. Pajemski, right? He had a 0-point game. 0-point game. but led the team in net plus minus.
That's hard.
So, bro, you've got a guard. How many guards in the league are there that can positively affect the game without scoring?
Was he a point guard?
Point guard.
Yeah. So man's has the best plus what in a preseason game.
It must have been a preseason game, yeah.
And had the best box plus minus with no points.
Like, how many guards in the league can positively impact the game?
So he's sick defensively, gets assists, just can't score.
He can. He was having a bad night.
Yeah. Scoring wise, he was having a bad night.
Yeah.
But he did everything else sufficiently, proficiently.
What can you ask for?
Yeah.
Another guy who was available, but the Lakers passed up on him. Took one of our worst picks in the past few years, Jalen Shafima.
But he's a butt. I fully remember him.
Bro. Do you know how pissed I was to see that we picked him and Brandon Podziemski was still available?
What pick was that at?
17.
Fucking hell.
Podziemski was picked by...
Was that last season?
Yeah.
So the draft before the one that just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Podziemski was picked at 19 at Golden State. All rookie first team as well. He was a guy who first came onto my... Well, no, I'd heard of him before, but the combine put him on the radar for me when he got like near a triple-double. Like 7 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists.
Right. He's that very well-rounded point guard.
Yeah, you don't get many guards like that.
Yeah. That's good, though.
When you get a guard like that.
So what is he like, backup for Curry? Does he play with him?
Well, last season, Golden State had CP3 as well.
Yeah, that's
so he
right.
was like third choice guard and still got decent numbers. And made all rookie first team as well as like a third choice guard.
So now there's no Chris Paul, no Klay Thompson. Yeah. So they got Buddy Hield in there. Yeah. Buddy Hield start. I think he does, isn't it?
Who else would they start there? They started the 3, I'd imagine.
Let me look at their game from the other night.
Really, their starting 5 should be Dembski, Curry, Hield, Draymond, whoever they play at centre.
So I know they won their first game.
Well, they got Wiggins, actually. Maybe not.
Wiggins.
He's still at Golden State, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So then, yeah, Buddy Hield probably started 2 there. Yeah, Curry at the 1, Hield at the 2, Wiggins at the 3, Draymond at the 4, whoever they play at centre at 5.
They blew out the Trailblazers on a nasty one, 140 to 104.
Well, the Trailblazers got your boy soft as hell, gay as hell, doing great, isn't it?
Okay, no.
Legendary moment. We fell off in there last episode.
Draymond Green put up Draymond Green numbers.
What, like 2, 8,
and 8? 8, 3, and 6.
See?
Kamunja dude put up 10, 1, and 4.
Right, he's still at Golden State.
Yeah.
I think
who's Jackson Davis? Trace Jackson Davis.
I think he's their centre, isn't he?
24 years old. Yeah, centre. He played 25 minutes. He put up 14 points.
Yeah, that's their centre.
We'll see Curry 17, 10, and 9. It was last night. Podziemski had 0 points, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds in 25 minutes.
Yeah, that was in the regular season as well, leading the team in the plus minus.
They got DeAndre Melton, Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield played 15 minutes and scored 22 points.
One of them guys, bro.
They got the Moody guy as well. He did alright. He scored 15 points in 15 minutes. Yeah. They still got Gary Payton the second.
Got to.
And
type of guys you don't get rid of.
Looney Tunes.
He's still there as well.
Yeah.
He's not their starting centre.
Played 14 minutes. So it must be Trace Jackson Davis that starts centre.
Yeah.
Wiggins, obviously.
Yeah.
Just put up 20. Chris Wood scored for Forest. Good for the FPL. Bit of a random subject change.
I thought you meant Christian Wood from the Lakers. Oh, I wish, isn't it?
I say let's move on from basketball now. Let's make the UFC 308 predictions.
Okay, got cards?
Yeah, let me get it up. But I'll say let's just go from the guys that, if you're somewhat watching UFC, you'll know who they are. So just go for them type of fights.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, we might know who, like, the Bashrap brothers are or whatever. but like them British guys, but like not other guys might not know who they are. You know what I mean? That fatty Chris Barnett and
Like 40s.
yeah. But anyway, the first fight we'll go to is Jeff Neal versus Rafael dos Anjos. I like Jeff Neal for this one.
Yeah,
me.
so do I. I was going to say Jeff Neal as well.
Yeah, RDA.
Tough matchup for RDA.
Yeah, nice. A tough. RDA fights a lot of good fighters. Do you know what I mean? I feel like RDA. That's a hard one. He's lost 3 out of his last 4. Lost to Gamrot, Luque, Fiziev. He's winning some. He's losing some, but he's.
Did he lose to Fiziev at lightweight?
Yeah, that would have been a lightweight. But his last fight was at lightweight, and he's back up to welterweight again.
Yeah.
I feel like Jeff Neal has the power on him. He has the size on him, the strength.
He's quite big as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Jeff Neal's like probably like 6. He's 5'11". He looks a lot bigger though.
Yeah,
Than 5'11". Yeah, he fights big.
Um,
RDA's 5'8" though.
It's quite small for welterweight. That's a nice size for lightweight, to be fair. But
70 inches of reach to Jeff Neal's 75 inches of reach. I do like Jeff Neal for this one.
yeah.
He loses to like the better guys, but I feel like he beats these sort of lower guys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Crazy to say we're at a point where RDA's considered a lower guy as well.
Yeah, he's been about. He's been properly been about. He's like 39, I think.
Well, when I was first getting into MMA, man was lightweight champ.
Yeah, he was lightweight champ. I remember I was like getting into MMA. He was lightweight champ because like Conor and RDA were going back and forth, and that they wanted to fight. Yeah, they wanted to fight. And obviously, man fought Eddie Alvarez and got slapped in. But yeah, I like Jeff Neal for this one. I'll probably go like either a TKO. I say a late TKO or decision.
I'd say decision because it's only a 3-rounder, isn't it?
Yeah, 3-rounder.
I'd say decision.
Alright, next fight we'll go to. You know about Sharaputin, the guy with one eye.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Sharaputin Magomedov versus Arman Petrosyan. Arman Petrosyan's like a striker sort of guy. He's nothing crazy, but he's a pretty good striker. Obviously, a middleweight.
You've got to go with Shara Bullet.
Yeah, I'm going with Shara Bullet. Probably by decision, to be honest. I reckon it might be close, but he'll win the decision if it goes there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely win the decision. You don't think? I can see him banging him out though. Like taking him. I don't know.
What, Sharaputin taking him down?
Yeah.
Sharaputin don't really have a good ground game though.
Nah.
In his last fight, he was getting out grappled by Michael Oleksiejczuk, who's not even really a grappler. He has got really good kicks. He got really good like kicks and stuff. He's not really got power like that, to be honest.
I'm sure I remember seeing him.
He got 11 wins by knockout out of 14 wins. But he's won 3 out of his 2 UFC fights by decision. He beat Bruno Silva by decision, and he just beat Michael Oleksiejczuk by decision.
Who did he finish?
Antonio Tricoli, some bum.
Yeah, he's a bit of a bum. I'm surprised he's still in the league. He's going to be fucking he's a bum. Damn. Banged him out though, innit?
Yeah. I got Sharaputin by decision, probably. You could finish him. I thought it might be more of a kick. Petrosyan's 6'3".
How big Shara Bullet?
He's like 6'2". Yeah, 6'2". With a 73-inch reach.
We'll go with Bullet.
Petrosyan's got a reach of I don't say. Oh well. Yeah, I'm going with Shara Bullet anyway. Next fight off is Lerone Murphy versus Dan Ige.
The only one out of them two that I've heard of is Dan Ige.
No, Lerone Murphy, the guy that just beat Edson Barboza.
Is it?
The black English guy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm thinking of... Yeah, I do know, actually. I'm thinking of someone else. He's retired.
Let me show you a picture.
I'm thinking of...
Who are you thinking of?
Darren Stewart.
Darren the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw my man, he fought at one of the UFC Londons that I was at.
Yeah. But no, he's fighting Dan Ige. Obviously, Lerone Murphy just beat Edson Barboza in a pretty war. But Lauren Murphy's like a sort of well-rounded guy. He's not too good at any one thing.
I mean, that's what you get with a lot of these British guys.
5'9", 73 inches of reach to
lightweight
at featherweight.
Bro, it's the featherweight.
Fighting 5'7", 71-inch reach Dan Ige. Obviously, he just fought. His last fight was against Diego Lopez, and he stepped in on like an hour's notice and fought at like welterweight pretty much. But he put up a good fight against Diego Lopez. He's obviously cold, so this is a close one, I think.
Yes. I'll go with
Black Lauren Murphy, innit? The English guy.
Okay, we'll go with him. I'll go with Dan.
Yeah, going with Dan Ige. Alright, next fight, Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic.
I think that's going to be a good fight. Actually.
You think?
I think it'll be a good fight.
I think Ankalaev's probably going to win like a close decision.
I think both of them 3-round fight. I think both of them will probably go for it.
Obviously, Ankalaev knows if he wins, he's getting the next title shot.
Yeah, so he might play it safe then.
Because like he would have fought for the title had things basically gone right for him.
Yeah.
But he's fighting Rakic, who is not a slouch. You know what I mean?
No, he's not.
He's not a walkover.
But I guess it just depends if Ankalaev. Like I said, Ankalaev knows if he wins this fight, his next fight's a title fight, so he might want to play it safe and just kind of cruise to a boring decision. But Rakic could get the.
He was looking good against Yuri until Yuri just decided to win.
Yeah, you get that from.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Ankalaev though. Ankalaev's what is that, 19-1?
Yeah, I think so.
Old record.
18-1, yeah. With one draw.
Yeah.
Draw to Blachowicz. And he lost to
Scottish guy, didn't he?
Lord Craig.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Fighting a middleweight for no reason. Making himself bare shit at middleweight for no reason. He's shit anyway, but if you can just not go to the ground with him, you're going to easily beat him.
Yeah.
Even Ankalaev is getting submitted by fucking Paul Craig, innit? That's how you know he's dangerous. But anyway, I'm going with Ankalaev, close decision.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm going with Ankalaev as well. I'll say a decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ankalaev bangs him out.
Alright. Co-main event, Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev.
This is a good fight.
For me, like obviously I'm a big Robert Whittaker fan. He's in my top 3 probably favourite fighters of all time. A big fan of Robert Whittaker. I think he gets this one done in the late rounds by like TKO.
Yeah. I think if Whittaker does win, it's going to be in the late rounds. But again, it's only a 3-round fight.
No, 5-round fight.
Oh, is it?
It's a 5-round co-main event.
Oh, damn. I did not know that. Okay. Might go with Whittaker then.
Yeah, I'm going with Whittaker like 4th, 5th round TKO. I think Khamzat will tough it out, take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
But he'll be gassed after the 2nd round.
Yeah.
And
which is why if it was a 3-round fight, I would have taken Khamzat.
I don't think Whittaker's just going to get smoked by Khamzat. He's going to get rolled over in a couple minutes. You know what I mean? I think his grappling and wrestling defense is way too good, and like
Khamzat's a monster.
Dricus done him and Izzy done him, but they're probably like 2 of the better middleweight champions.
Yeah.
That we've had. You know, Dricus is Dricus.
But Khamzat's a better grappling than both of them.
Yeah, definitely. But obviously, neither of them grappled to beat him.
No, that's true.
But I think Dricus did a little bit maybe, but
Khamzat's hard to.
They both pieced him in.
Yeah.
And I feel like Robert Whittaker, he's a terrific game planner. Do you know what I mean? When someone can throw a spanner in the works with his game plan, it doesn't go well for him. When someone's like not interested in grappling at all and is just a way better striker than him, like Izzy, it's not going to go well for him. Even though the 2nd fight was very close, but the first fight obviously got knocked out.
Yeah.
Like the 2nd round, I think.
Yeah. Okay. What about this? What we were speaking about earlier. If your grappling is good, that'll make your striking better.
Yeah, of course.
That could be the case with Khamzat, where Robert Whittaker's always got a threat of just getting mauled on the ground. Khamzat can do that to guys.
No, for sure. But the one thing I would say about that is his takedown defense and his wrestling defense is not so like, he's more reactive. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna fight with his hands down anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's how Robert Whittaker fights. He's gonna fight with his hands down, them lunging in sort of shots. But the way he sort of defends grappling, I feel like that doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? Because he's more of a reactive, like, I'm gonna start defending when you come to me. Do you know what I mean? Not so like, I'm just gonna sprawl the second you come near me. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't really do that. And he's fought good guys with good grappling that have also been decent strikers like Yoel Romero and good jiu-jitsu artists like Jacare Souza.
Yoel Romero didn't really try and grapple.
No, of course.
Never tried to grapple, to be fair.
Well, I feel like, you know, if Hamzat's going to win, it has to be in the first like 7.5 minutes of the fight.
Yeah. Or if they
he's not winning the decision. No way is he winning the decision. What, Hamzat?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Not
because if you want to say, even if he gets a 10-8 in the first round, right? I think Hamzat will definitely, I think Whittaker will definitely get a 10-8 in the fifth.
There's no commissions out there, bro. You're thinking this is
no, they swing it, yeah, but they don't do boxing type shit. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, that's happened in the UFC before.
With what fights? Bro. Where just blatantly someone lost, and like with Fury Wilder.
Yeah.
Where Fury blatantly won and they just took it away from him for no reason. There's no UFC fight. It's all like semi-close or someone should have won and they just didn't. You know what I mean?
That could happen with this fight, though.
No, I don't think so.
If Hamzat has a good first 2 rounds and quite clearly wins those rounds, and then even if say the third round's a swing round, because Hamzat will be getting tired, then if Whittaker wins the 4th and 5th, Hamzat could win that fight. I
don't see a world in even which he could plausibly win the 3rd round. I feel like start the 3rd round, he from what we know in his fights, he'll be so gassed. There will be no way he can justifiably win a round. I don't believe that. I don't buy into that. Do you know what I mean?
I agree, but it being a 5-round fight, I have to go with it.
And also, did you see the controversy this morning with the weigh-ins? Yeah.
But this is why I'm saying Hamzat could win a decision. Shit like that.
Yeah, no, of course. Like if it's even arguable when it goes to decision, Hamzat's winning.
That's
Hamzat's winning. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like number one, in my opinion, my prediction, it's not going to go to a decision. And also, I feel like it will be way too dominant in the later rounds to say anything other than a Robert Whittaker win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it even goes to 5 rounds, which I don't personally. Whether it's a Hamzat early finish or a Whittaker late finish, it's not going to 5 rounds, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Whittaker as well. Only because it's a 5-round fight. I mean, maybe they're just paying Hamzat a lot of money, but I'm not sure if I would have agreed to a 5-round fight if I was Hamzat.
No way. Because if you're Hamzat, you can win the first 2 rounds and that's that. Do you know what I mean? Get a 10-8 in the first round and it's over. Or even just blow your load and get the finish.
Me thinking it's a co-main 3-round fight is why I was initially going to pick Hamzat.
Yeah. And also Whittaker, he's not going to let you just sit there and save your energy. If you look at the Yoel Romero fights, he forces Yoel Romero into a higher pace to make him tired more quickly, win the later rounds, win the fight. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to allow Hamzat to conserve his energy. Do you know what I mean? No. I just feel like Hamzat from the Usman fight to now, and with the sicknesses that he's had, his gas tank is just not going to be better. Do you know what I mean?
No.
If it is, fair enough, he's either been hitting the sauce or he's putting in the work. But
he could be hitting the sauce. He's in Abu Dhabi. Would not surprise me.
Could be hitting the sauce.
Because what drug testing do they do? They don't have USADA no more.
It's just, I think it's in house or something. They just have a different promotion,
Well, Hamzat.
I feel like there are definitely guys on roids in the UFC.
And they only let Hamzat only fights in Abu Dhabi. You know what's up.
Yeah, no, I got a Whittaker late finish in that one.
I'm going to go for Whittaker as well.
Main event time.
Yep.
Man, I don't want to say Max Holloway's going to lose, but I think Max Holloway's going to lose.
I think he's going to lose.
I'm going with Topuria decision, I can't lie. I think even if Holloway is like winning a round, Topuria lands one big combination, that's going to swing the judges. You know what I mean?
That sort of thing, Topuria doesn't really get finished though, does he? But
nah, you don't.
don't know. Holloway looks just weird now. He just looks. And the weight cut, you can't just keep cutting all this weight.
I mean, he bulked up to lightweight in his last fight. He's back down to featherweight.
Like, but 145 has always been a hard cut for Holloway.
Yeah.